Hello everyone, thanks for stopping by lightenuptrading.com. We're looking at the YM on a 23 tick chart. We've got about 6 days of trading here in a row. You can see the overnight trading are the gray boxes, just for information if this is one of the first videos you're watching. That's how we kind of break things down. We don't mark any overnight trades, no reason to, because we're not trading overnight, and things do act differently in the evening when there's not as much participation in the market. To start this evening, we wanted to go over our rule set and explain a little bit about our chart and why it's set up the way it is. We have a little more protection for downtrending markets before entering trades. As you know, the YM in a downtrend can move pretty quick, so we have some things set up so may miss a few trades, but it's better to miss a few trades than to get in more trades that go against you. So a brief description of our chart system and the paint bars you're seeing being painted and the RSI ribbons down below. What our charts are meant to do is show you, the trader, where value exists in the market. They are long only indicators, so there's no indications to show anyone when to go short. They're strictly made for entering a long position. We learned early on that it's practically impossible to build an indicator that works extremely well in both directions. So what we've done is focused our efforts here on a long entry only indicator. You have multiple calculations, multiple indicators built into the top set of paint bars that are all talking to each other, basically showing the user where value is being built and where it's being stored. And being that it's a long only indicator, you can determine what is a good low price to purchase at to sell to someone who's willing to purchase it at a higher price. All of our charts on our daily webinar are optimized for volatility for each chart, so the calculations are different and the timing is different. You'll notice that some charts seem to move a little faster than others, and some charts you'll get a lot more trades than others. Our rule set basically states that the safest entry point on this chart of the YM on a 23 tick, the safest entry points occur when the purple RSI is below 10. Now I'm gonna move through some trades here, and this is 6 days worth of trading in a row. Real quick, you'll notice that these boxes are overnight trading, and we just don't have anything marked because we don't trade overnight. So and there's lack of participation in those areas, so we're not going to mark anything in there. You can find trades. Here's one right in here. As per our rules, that's an entry point right there. Again, we have multiple colors here, so just a quick explanation. Gray bars are the market losing value, and yellow bars are the first sign. Let me zoom in here. The first sign of the market building value, and blue bars are an even stronger sign of market value. Okay, now red bars are what you would call an up bar. Every now and then I have some people ask why the up bars are painted red, and I'll go over that real quick. Really, it's a warning to myself that if we were to have entered this trade right here on this blue bar, which is the signal, an entry signal, that these red bars are basically warnings to me that you've entered here, and If you wait too long, the market can go against you. Uh, let's look at it a different way. A lot of people might paint their up bars green. If you look at these trades right in here, where are the best times to sell? The best time to sell occurs on a red bar. It doesn't occur on a gray bar. Okay? Now, certainly if, like, we had entered here and wanted to get out here because it was on a red bar, sure, we can always get out a little too soon. This is simply a warning system that if you wait too long, the market can go against you a number of points, and really what you're doing is losing profits. You're losing the gains that you've already accumulated. Alright, if I had painted these bars, let's say I was in a trade from down here and I was painting these bars green, I could be running up here thinking, oh, that's just great. I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna hope for higher highs and I'm just gonna wait it out. Well, it completely repainted against my position quite a bit. Now, do I want to sell at this level or this level prior to waiting for 3 or 4 bars in the opposite direction of gray? Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to give myself a warning that, the best time to take profits is when things look good or too good to be true. So, let's go over some of our trades here real quick. This will give you an idea about how many trades you can get into. Now, these are all trades that were taken specifically on downtrends. Okay? These were picking levels that have good value in them, so a good purchase price to later resell to a buyer at a higher price. There are no what we call pullback entries in here. I don't have any of those marked, so this gives you a better idea of simply working as the market's moving in a downtrend, simply how our indicator picks up signals and that sort of thing. So I'm going to go through here. This is a whole day's worth of trading right here. Right. There's some overnight trading. Now we're starting the second day of trading. And these aren't all haphazard signals that I've marked. These are based on our rules only. So every area where our rules take effect, I have a mark for downtrends. Now, I'll also, you can see I have some white marks here for some heads up on divergence. There's another day's worth of trading here. Overnight trades. Quite a bit of news there at 8:30 on this day. And we're getting near the end. Now I X'd out this bit of trading here because really our purple RSI ribbon I don't believe is quite set yet. So down in here is about where it'll start to straighten itself out and start acting correctly. So that's 6 days of trading, and we are looking at March 14th, 2012, and we're basically gone back, 17,000 bars here. Let's look at our rule set. Our rule set states we have to have the purple RSI under the 10 level, and we should also have the green RSI under the 10 level. Anytime you can get some lower lows with divergence, and I'm going to zoom into this here, those are your better trades. Obviously, if you can find some divergence with lower lows, always look for lower lows with divergence. Alright, so this is circled. Why is it circled? Here we go. Our entries are basically blue confirmation bars. Okay? When bars are painting gray, doesn't matter what's going on down here, as long as they're painting gray, it's not an entry at any point during a gray bar. Even though we have a blue bar here, it's not an entry signal. We are not even we're not into the 10s yet. All gray bars now. Back in here, we've entered, and what you're doing is you're looking for the first blue bar. You don't want to be entering halfway through the Keltner channel. All right, we want to take signals outside the Keltner channel when possible. You want to try to avoid signals that have already moved halfway into the Keltner channel. It's going to put your stop more at risk. Okay, so we're not in our purple RSI is not into the 10s here yet. So this whole run, now one down in here, right about in here, we are into the 10s with the purple, and now we are in the 10s with the green. So both of those rules are now being applied, and all we're simply doing is looking for a color showing value. So this blue bar right here is our signal to enter, and there is some divergence there. Prices are the same, RSI is stronger. So, and we had a little bit more of a shakeout move through here, and any one of these blue bars could have been entries as well. You still got the same thing going on here, here, and here. Any of these could have been signals. They all pretty much would have picked up at the same price there. All right, let's look at another one. This right in here is a lower low, and we have divergence on the purple RSI, so this could have easily been a signal as well. Definitely want to mark these as signals. This is a toss-up whether you're going to take this next lower low without getting this purple RSI down into the 10s. But if you can see value building and you're outside the Keltner channel and you've got divergence, that's a call you can make. Now, we don't have any other trades here. Certainly we have some value picking up here. We do have the purple RSI breaking into the 10s right in this area from about right here. Okay, and we do have some major divergence right in this area. You can see this. So you've got some divergence here and here. Alright, but we don't have our rules met completely. That's why I don't have a label there. Okay, so that was the only trade that we completely picked up based completely on our rules. Okay, which is purple RSI into the 10, green RSI into the 10, and we have value color being built. Obviously, there's a lot of areas here where you can see value being built. Here and here and here. But if you want to have the safest trades, you need to go by our rule set. Here's an entry right at 9:30 in the morning. We've got, this could have been a trade right in here, and it's just not marked because it's overnight trading. It's not beyond their 9:30 trading. Okay, but you can see there was a blue bar right in this area, so that could have been a winning trade as well. Alright, this is not marked. It is a lower low. We do have divergence, but we do not have the purple RSI breaking into the 10s, so just want to make that clear. Would be a good trade though. 10 minutes into the day, they have one more takeout move to go slightly down and take a few more people out, and then that's your move of the day. We've got some other entries here. Why is this not an entry? We're not into the 10s yet completely on this move. Now this is a scratch trade here, and these are two real good trades, and you have some divergence. So our rules are being met here. Rules are not being met here, even though we're building value. Okay, you can see this is a bit more volatile than an average. So don't forget, charts. This charts are set up based on volatility averages for the RSI. So every now and then there's going to be that time when there's a shakeout move that moves down and down and down, and that's the one thing that draws out your average. So when you have those periods is when you can get a trade like this that doesn't work out. So you're going to have some days that are low volatility and other days that are high volatility. So this is just an example of high volatility in an upward direction. It just does not stop going up there. Right in here you can be seeing value being built, and down and through here we just do not have the perfect trade. I'm not even going to mark this one. It is just on the edge of the 10s, and I want to make sure we're truly marking every single one of the trades that we'll be taking. So even though it was a good trade, we were hoping for a little bit more of a move down into here before we would have been able to take that trade. So that was just a trade that we didn't take. Here's a trade right here. Very nice move there. Also have another one here floating at the end of the day, which is a trade we wouldn't have taken at the closing bell there. Alright, here's one right in here. I will zoom into this. This is a good example of price right in here. Purple RSI moving into the 10s. Green RSI moving into the 10s as well. So right in here we're going to really start looking for a trade. We're going to be looking for a signal. This blue bar happens to be the signal. Just too bad it had so many ticks up. But price was outside the Keltner channel, and we're getting our color signal. So also, if you look here, we've got divergence on these two prices. So this would have been another good area to enter. Going to try to pick up the pace here. I didn't mark this because this isn't truly in the 10s yet. So you can see value building in here. You can see value building here and here. So our paint bar study is very good at finding value, finding areas where you can purchase and other people will be willing to buy it from you at a higher price. And if you're just going long, that's really what we're trying to do here. This is another perfect signal we picked up here. Got both prices entering, and you're outside the Keltner channel, and you're getting a blue bar. Also another one right here. This blue bar right there. And we have one pullback here. There's actually two signals in here. Getting the purple RSI to show up, but we don't have the green RSI showing up yet. Now we have a signal. We're on the edge of the Keltner channel. Here's a signal. Happens to go against us a little bit. Whole five points here. And here's another signal right in here for another entry. Okay. Here's a couple more. Here's another one. This is the kind of trading we've decided to set up because we want to reduce the stress. We don't want to get in on trades any earlier than we need to. You want to put on a trade and just have it start moving in your favor. Our trading indicators here are set up to help you avoid getting in a trade too early and putting yourself through that stress of sitting in a trade too early. Right in here, we are waiting for a move into the 10 area. We've had such a strong move on the downside. We are way outside the Keltner channel here at the end of the day, and we get a signal to go long. Gonna move through here a little faster. Didn't get a signal here, but these are pullback trades. Pullback trades simply are if you feel you're going in an uptrend, you're looking for a pullback and building a little bit of value near the edge of the Keltner channel like this, and it's irrelevant what the purple RSI is doing during an entry into an uptrend. You don't worry about what the purple RSI is doing. You're looking for a yellow and a blue, and then a green break of the 10s, and those are entries into long only uptrends. Okay? This is an example that if you had been thinking this was an A, B, C pattern, one more little shakeout move. But again, this is a pullback trade. That would have been an entry for pullbacks. But again, what I'm marking here are entries that meet our rules completely. Here, purple RSI in the 10s and green RSI that's come back to the 10s and can have some divergence in it. Alright, so here's the trade, here's the trade. These are the only two trades we're picking up on there. Here's another one. There's nothing here. Of course, this is a pullback trade. Forgetting what the purple RSI is doing. If you think we've set a new high, we got a little bit of a pullback. If you're looking for new highs in an uptrend, here's your entry area. As soon as you get into the 10s, you're looking for a signal here. So you got 10s now, looking for a signal. Right there's your blue bar confirming entry. Here's another completely by the rules entry. Got a break of the 10 there, or a touch of the 10, and then you've got a green coming back and giving you outside the Keltner channel entry. Let's go through here. That was a nice little run there in the morning. Here is a 947 trade. Major divergence right in here on the purple RSI. So this would, if you had been in here and had one contract and hadn't gotten out, this would be a good place to put on an ad. No other entries here unless you're looking for entering for a long position. These would have been spots you could have entered. We're building value all throughout this area. Okay, here's a completely by the books entry where all our rules are met. Here's another one, and here's another one. Yep, don't have the purple RSI doing what we need it to do there. So we had quite a strong market in the morning there to not even be able to enter. Here's one here though, and here's one here. That's one of it. That's probably not even a scratch trade. It probably went against you. But we have two entries in here and one here, and we might be getting close here. Okay, here's another losing trade. Wouldn't call it a scratch trade, but this should be a winning trade, and this one as well. And one last entry right here for a run up. So I'm going to buzz through here real quick backwards and then kind of finish up. So you guys can count whether you feel these trades are money-making trades. This is a 10-point trade right here, that range. This may or may not have been a scratch trade, and this probably was a losing trade. That was a good one. That was a very nice entry, so it was that one there. And this trade went one tick against you after you entered on there. This is a good entry here. Good entry if you wanted to hold it for overnight trade. That's nice. Good. That one's a good one. Good, good. There's a losing trade right here. Good trade. Two more good ones. Very nice one. Picked up first thing in the morning there. Here's one that went just a couple ticks against you before it went good. This is a nice one. Three more down here. Probably a losing trade or barely, probably not a scratch trade, probably a losing trade there, depending on your stop. Good trade there. And we're coming up to where I started here. So I hope that helps everybody. Please stop by lightenuptrading.com and join our webinar service and give it a try and see if we can help you. All right, thanks a lot.